Hey everyone, Frater Metal here, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet, in which I am yet again going for the Monotype weakness. So, I have Heavy Slam, good Steel-type move. You know, I got some good Pokemon here and there, some good moves. I figured I'd relearn a move. Giga Drain is better than Mega Drain. It looks like Palossand has better special attack than attack, which is pretty unique for a ground type, and it's kind of interesting, you know? Good for Earth Power, and Giga Drain. So, you know, it's pretty good. I figured I'd... Wait, do I teach it? I kind of forget. I think I did teach Fire Fang eventually. Just in case, you know? Just for that little extra damage. You know, just in case I need it. So I got a Frostmoth. Yeah, I got Ice types I'm gonna use coming up for Airy. The the fighting. Yeah, there's my... Go-Go. I don't think I'm gonna go with these names. They're just like, hey, there's one that's white, one that's somewhat black, so I went for that. But I think I'm gonna come up with different names. I don't know why I'm showing all this off. Scubchew. If you defeat it, then you get attack EVs, effort values. I'll go over just all of the different grinding spots, but the mountains are a pretty good spot for attack, I guess. In fact, a lot of places are good for attack, as far as I know. So I guess I'll mention them. Anything about that? I'm actually gonna have an interesting setup for Airy and her people. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. I mean, if you watch, of course. Keep an eye out. It should be... well, I mean, I'm recording my voice again, like, after recording that. So it will be... like 3 or 4 videos from now. So there's I guess maybe some exploring, but probably not. There's a Team Star before that, the Fairy Team Star. Kind of interesting. I'm not doing commentary over those, but I guess I'll mention it now. I think it's really cool, really interesting that not only, for once, the fairy boss is like male. I mean, granted, you know, he twirls around and he acts kind of childish, but you know, you take what you can get. All of his Pokemon are physical attackers. In fact, I think most of the boss fights are physical attackers, including the one here. I think. Well, actually, I think this one is half and half. I think, yeah. You'll see. But yeah, we got Fairy Team Star, Dragon Titan. I'll do some exploring for like 1 or 2 videos. Then we're doing a video for kind of getting halfway through the Team Star stuff, because there's a lot to get to. You know, there's like cutscenes and I have to get there. So I'm doing one video of getting there and doing the, you know, fighting the little trainers. And then there's the boss fight that will have its own video. So that's like 5 videos from this one. So stay tuned. I guess I'll mention it will indeed still be a weakness, quote unquote. Of course, you know, there's like Pokemon that kind of go past the weakness. Like, you know, I got Quagsire. That's not really weak to ice type moves, but it's still a ground type. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm still gonna only have, in that case, ice types like that Avalug. I don't know if I think I showed off another one. I forget which one. Anyway, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. It's something. It's quite something. Anyway, it's time for Grusha. Fun fact, Grusha is Russian, of course, right? You know, sounds Russian, for pear. Which I kinda, well, I mean, it's a stretch. But I mean, you know, given this, well, it's actually a man here. This guy's jacket. I mean, it's, you know, it's thick and it's green, so it kind of makes him look like a pear. Funny enough, all the gym leaders are named after either plants. Like, you know, of course you got tulip and brassius, or fruit. Like rhyme in different in other languages, like English, like every language besides English tends to go by the same kind of naming scheme. And for example, rhyme in other languages is usually lime, which I don't know why. That one is a real stretch. Okay, and now I'm showing me getting defeated, or moments when I just gave up, really, because I didn't see ways ahead. For example, I thought that would defeat the thing. I mean, it's usually a powerful move, but I guess if you have a heavy Pokemon going up against another heavy Pokemon, that doesn't really work. I also expected Dig to do more, I guess. Yeah, but now we got the real fight. There's actually only one gym leader who does not follow the trend of being named after a plant or a fruit, and that's actually Iono. See, in other languages, instead of being called like something like electric, like in different languages, she's just given a name, like either a word or a phrase that just means that she's strange. Which, I mean, I guess is kind of more fitting. She has a very strange outfit. Anyway, I got my rock tomb, I got my toxic spikes. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I don't know if I taught rock tomb from a TM. I think it relearned it. I think. Anyway, this thing is doomed. Clodsire, I mean, is doomed because it has low defense. I know, it's kind of odd, right? It's like this big thing, but it's more of like a big blobby thing. Like, it's just covered in mud, and I guess that's the idea. Like, you can't really splash away the mud. I don't know. Something like that. In fact, I think it has water absorb, which is, I mean, it can come in handy maybe once or twice. I haven't recorded much else besides, again, like I've only gone up to like the highest level before the final boss stuff. So we'll see. So Heavy Slam actually works out pretty well against the Bayarctic. I guess there's the difference, maybe Bayarctic or Beartic has like less defense, it's not as heavy, something like that. Anyway, Liverpool did pretty well. The naming scheme again, oh, and I should probably mention like what the naming schemes are going to be. So we got British, like British, English, Scottish names, because like the Quagsire, the Booper, non-Paldean Wooper is always going to be called Manchester, so I had to go along with that naming scheme. Alright, dark types coming up against that fairy person, and I will then, I'm going to call them like fictional villains. Then we're gonna have dragons. I'm just gonna name them after like body parts, like the most pronounced body parts that they have, like wings or a tail or something. Not really inspired. And I'm not really gonna use the dragons a whole lot anyway. Well, I'm gonna use one for my ultimate team. Oh, I forgot to, I guess I'll mention it now. I'm gonna be using one Pokemon, or one, like every type in my like kind of final boss rematches teams. 2 teams, of course. Every type will be represented. Some will be extra represented. Especially Steel. I'm gonna have 3 Steel types. You know, again, of course, like I got a car as my mascot. I gotta have that. Palsen did a pretty good job there. I guess I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, I took a hit. That's what ground types do. You know, they got that defense. Anyway, Quagsire can just come in and protect, and that thing will lose. I think I had to use a TM for that protect. Because, yeah, you know, if Quagsire naturally learned it, it might be a little too overpowered, you know? A little too much. But you know, you get TMs for those, so I'm fine. I don't even need to find whatever Pokemon give me that TM, like, from the TM box. I think I only used, like, the TM machine once or twice. So then there was, yeah, so next is Dark, then Dragon, then Ice. And I'm gonna include the traded Snom that I showed earlier, which is called Snows a Lot, so I'm just gonna have that kind of naming scheme, like verb a lot, you know, like gives a lot for my delivered. See, I say it like that because it's like deliver. Kind of realized that just a few years ago. Anyway, you know me, I like my status effects. I'm using sleep now. You see, and I figured I'd just go for amnesia. I mean, it's useful. I figured, you know, if I'm gonna go one-on-one, I might as well do that and just take the hits. As I said, you know, now we got a special attacker after 2 physical attackers and another special attacker. I think that, what's it called? That Frostmoth is always going to use Tailwind, so you better be careful about that. Maybe knock it out first, like quickly, or just be ready to be slow, because that's what's going to happen. So here, the Protect, instead of like allowing poison to be going about, I just use it to, you know, wait that extra turn. Oh, I think actually, so that wasn't really an advantageous one. See, I had an idea. So I'm gonna, of course, use Protect again, just dodge another hit, just in case it's a critical hit. Not that I really needed to do that, but whatever. See, I didn't want to do it like last time with my Revavroom just kind of sitting in back, not, you know, sitting on the bench, so to speak, not doing anything. I want to bring out the big boy, the Garchomp, for the extra irony, for the extra humiliation against the final gym leader, using something that's quadruple weak to his signature type. And I figured this time, yeah. I just go for that. I mean, granted, now that Fire Fang TM is ultimately a waste, but whatever. I wasn't really gonna use it anyway. It's not that great of a move. So that's the last gym leader. Honestly, kind of an easy one. Like, it's odd that Ice is often like close to the last one, because last gym, because Ice has so many weaknesses, you know? I mean, you see, like, Rock, I think, Steel, Fire, of course. I think there's another one. Fighting strong against Ice. And maybe something else. But I don't think so. I think those four, though, are pretty common. So, yeah. Ice Spinner is a pretty good move. Physical move. You know, you saw it used by that Titan. It's, pretty good. I think it's like same power as Liquidation. Like physical, like 85 power, I think. Oh yeah, Clodsire, MVP. I mean, it really is my MVP. It's going to be my MVP. I guess. Here's Gita. I think I said her name as Cassiopeia once. I kind of got it confused. Because I thought that maybe the person who'd want me to beat Team Star would be the professional person who was tired of the rambunctiousness, the rambunctious kids. But no, it's gonna be someone else. Yeah, that's where it is. I guess there's an entrance from Mezagoza. I'll find out. We'll see. So at this point, I just figured I want to highlight not the MVP, but you know, another Pokemon. It was really cool that the sun set during the battle too. I think it's gonna happen with Aerie as well. So look forward to that. But yeah, with my Quagsire, what a champ.